Okay. On the debate tonight, Fawad Choudhry, political analyst, former advisor to the former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Syed Yousuf Raza Gillani. And from Islamabad, Brigadier Saad Muhammad, welcome, defense analyst. Major General Khalid Naeem, retired defense analyst. And Barrister Zahid Saeed, usually backs his country, but tonight I know he has nothing to say. From Ontario, Toronto in Canada, I am joined. Let the debate begin, sir. I have more papers than you can imagine. From Ontario, Toronto, author and columnist Dr. Tarek Fatah has consistently exposed the duplicitous nature of the Pakistani government and administration. Sushant Sareen of the Vivekananda International Foundation, RSN Singh, former RAW officer, and Maroof Raza, India's trusted voice on strategic affairs. Gentlemen, let's start the debate tonight. And my first question is to Fawad Choudhry. Fawad, I also request you, it will be very good if you speak, but I would generally and genuinely appreciate it if you can also occasionally listen to what the other panelists are saying, because you fire non-stop. We start the debate with Fawad Choudhry and RSN Singh. RSN and Fawad, my first question is to RSN. Let me show a letter. Let's zoom in on this, RSN, so you can see this. And you can see the letter that I am holding tonight is Director General.
Where was this letter fabricated? Where was this letter fabricated?
Yeah, I'm sure it was fabricated in the sector headquarters in Peshawar of the ISI.
In the raw headquarters in Delhi.
It is a signed letter. It is a signed letter. You can go and check whether you have a person by the name of Inam Rabbani, sector headquarters, Peshawar 422. You want to have a look at this? You have any doubts about this?
An expert should look at this.
Well, experts have looked at it.
ISI is not as dumb to send a raw officer in Pakistan. Kulbhushan was arrested, and this is now a letter is being produced by a pseudo anchor of Times Now to prove that there is no such thing. We just arrested a raw officer.
Fawad, listen. I have with me a letter, and Fawad and RSN can start the debate.
I don't know about the letter.
I have with me a letter. Listen, Fawad. I said today, listen to me.
A raw officer who admitted that he was trying to sabotage Pakistani. Pakistan. He was trying to make a sabotage.
Maroof is responding to you. Maroof, I think. Maroof is opening the debate. Fawad, listen. Fawad, listen here. Listen.
Arnab, with the Pakistanis, especially Mr. Fawad Choudhry, whatever they say is God's own truth. Whatever we say is fabricated. Now, the fact of the matter is, let me quote some figures to you, Fawad Saab, to jog your memory. I'm sure you're aware of it.
Mr. Kulbhushan,
sir, Fawad Saab, sun lijiye, some facts and figures.
We can show that.
Isn't it true that when you went into an overdrive to create the Taliban, that the number of madrasas jumped in your country from a figure of 900 in 1971? अब वही हो रहा है. आप बोले ही जा रहे हैं फवाद साहब, किसी और को बोल. I think Arnab, you either put him on silent or you let him do his bantering and after that give us a chance to speak. Because with Fawad Choudhry, you can't have a sensible dialogue. He is rattling away like a young schoolboy. Carry on, Fawad Choudhry. When you are exhausted, we'll speak. Or if you want the whole 1 hour, we'll do 1 hour with you, and when you are gone, then we'll debate thereafter.
The only problem is you waste too much time on person attacks. You just keep on personal attacks.
Personal attack क्या? Everything you say, I am giving you facts and figures. You are not willing to listen. अगर आप कान आपकी मेरी आवाज पहुंच रही है तो सुन लीजिए. आपके यहाँ now isn't it correct that your ex-army chief General Khalid was intercepted in a radio conversation to say that the Haqqani network are your strategic assets? Isn't it correct that General Ziaul Haq told your various officers that keep Afghanistan boiling in the right temperature? Isn't it correct that Musharraf said to me in an interview in London in October 2010 that I had no choice? We were all asked to create the Taliban. We were later asked to abandon them under American pressure. मुशर्रफ ने तो कैमरा पे मुझे बोला, अगर वो भी आप मंजूर करने को तैयार नहीं है, ठीक है. Isn't it correct that the number of madrasas in your country jumped from 900 to 32,000, which became the recruiting ground for the Taliban in a period of 15 years? So tell me if all the evidence is leading to your...
Maroof, 1 second. Maroof, listen to me. Maroof, listen to me. Maroof, let's pick up the evidence one by one. Let's pick up the evidence one by one, and Fawad, listen to the evidence.
Is it not
factual debate? Fawad, listen, factual debate. There are lots of people who want to come in. I'm just starting with you and Maroof.
Don't do.
See Fawad. See Fawad, listen to me. This letter is, please note down. Note down right now the names I'm going to give you.
Arnab sir,
let me note. No, Fawad, note down. I'm saying something to you.
Dumb that he will write a letter and sign, said that we want to plan sabotages. You think the people are dumb or duffer?
No, I don't think that you are dumb.
Are they working in Times now?
I don't think that you are dumb.
They are not working in Times now.
I don't think that you are dumb.
But the letters don't exist.
I don't use commonplace words like dumb. I don't use commonplace words like dumb. But I would certainly say, with the strongest conviction, that the ISI is an intellectually deprived organization. Now take it the way you want. I didn't call you dumb. I said the ISI is an intellectually deprived organization. They have written a letter. One second.
Then why you
listen to me now.
Then?
Now listen to me.
Why you feel threatened then?
Listen to me. The letter, note down, Fawad, note down. Note down the facts of the letter.
Does Fawad work for the ISI?
What's it? Tarek Fatah.
Who does he work for?
That bad as you.
Tarek Fatah and Fawad Choudhry. 1 second. Tarek Fatah, Fawad Choudhry, please listen to me.
Tarek Fatah sahab is intellectually dumb, we know.
Fawad, this is...
Yeah, I know that, but here's the point,
Mr.
Arnab.
Fawad Choudhry, you cannot be so
Pakistanis, don't worry about them.
Who has a reasonably good standing all over the world.
Can I come
आपके हिसाब से तो सभी दम है, आप ही के पास खुदा का पूरा ज्ञान है.
Let's put it this way.
He has a kind
Let's put it this way. Even if the letters do not exist.
Fawad, listen,
since he left Rawalpindi,
of course I have.
Reasons we don't
of course
know.
I have. Your hands are dripping in blood.
He has been, you know, the kind of some incidents happened to him in Pindi. I don't want to get into that, but this is what he revealed on the Twitter one time.
Don't get into.
He is under that phobia.
Doesn't happen.
He's not fit person to
so
speak.
So don't talk to me. Don't get engaged with me. I'm talking to Arnab. I wouldn't even want to talk to you.
Sir, I'm talking to the audience.
Arnab, here's the point.
I'm talking
even if the letters do not exist.
People who are watching this program, just trying to tell them that you have a Pakistan phobia and you are not a fit person to talk on Pakistan.
Fawad, you know what?
Yeah, well, you can't stop me. You think this is a mosque?
No,
you think this is the GHQ?
I'm just introducing.
You are bullies.
You're introducing.
You are people who surrender. You are people who surrender the moment there's a gunfight. बेगैरत बेशरम लोग हैं. आप में ना कमर है, ना ज़हनियत है, कुछ नहीं है. It's a country made of luteras. Why don't you just go surrender to India so that you can be fed in a POW camp?
You're living your life there. आपको जो तकलीफ है दूर हो गई. What's your problem?
Absolutely, I'm living in heaven and you are living in hell. I live in heaven, you live in hell. That's your destiny.
All right, one sec.
Okay.
Now,
आपकी किस्मत खराब है.
Go back to the subject. Go back to the subject.
The Canadians and you Canadian is in a heaven.
He can't talk on the subject. इनके यहाँ the entire Pakistan population, if a book sells 500 copies, it's a bestseller.
Psychological treatment, proper psychological treatment you must have.
अरे भैया पंजाबी में इंग्लिश मत बोलो. It really irritates me. You guys can't speak Punjabi, you can't speak Urdu, you can't speak in English.
Treatment. You don't have
and you can't speak Arabic. You can't speak Pashto, you can't speak Balochi.
You don't have
the only thing you speak is nonsense.
Who are you? You are a Canadian citizen. You have no roots in Pakistan, India. Why are you saying that?
अरे क्यों मरते हो यार? तुम्हारा वीजा एप्लीकेशन करा दूंगा. Don't worry.
Yeah, you just
don't worry about it.
Why you want to comment on Pakistan, India? You just go on and live in.
I will. Who are you to stop? ये कोई मस्जिद है?
Oh yeah.
Is this a GHQ? ये तो पुलिस का थाना है कराची में.
To say insane things about Pakistan. And you are here for your services are there always. And
अरे गटर है भाई, या पाकिस्तान थोड़ी है, गटरिस्तान है। अहमदियों को मारा, शियों को मारा, जिना को मारा, लियाकत को मारा।
You are a country yourself.
33 million, आप क्या इंडियन है भाई, कर लो जो करना है, हिंदुस्तानी है, आज से 5000 साल से हिंदुस्तानी है। तुम आए हो क्या अरब? You came on a donkey from Arabia. I didn't. I'm a Rajput, and I'm a Rajput Muslim.
Oh,
I'm true to my Punjabi soil.
I am a son of the soil.
You came from some Persian lizard.
Okay, stop it, gentlemen. 1 second.
You have nothing to do with that.
Okay,
I can speak Punjabi, English, and Urdu.
Okay, as entertaining as all this is,
Yeah,
1
why
minute,
do you
Tarek
speak
Fatah.
in a Punjabi accent?
Tarek Fatah, cool down. Tarek Fatah and Fawad, I'll tell you one thing. Listen.
He can't cool down. He needs
Fawad, listen. Fawad, the issue at hand. The issue at hand. And I welcome into the debate RSN on the debate. Sushant Sareen hasn't spoken. Barrister Zahid Saeed is quiet. And the Brigadier and the General sitting in Islamabad are quietly listening to the conversation. Let's draw them in. So what is the issue? The issue is that I have with me a letter. I can tell you Brigadier Saad Muhammad and General Khalid Naeem, I can tell you the following things. I have the date of the letter. I have a seal on the letter. I have a person to whom it is written. I have a subject.
Okay.
I have a person who has signed it.
Yeah.
On television, I am willing to show and produce to you the signatures of these people. So the question is,
wow.
Fawad, listen. Fawad, listen to me, यार. ये कोई पाकिस्तानी सिनेमा हॉल नहीं है कि सामने वाले सीट में जाके हैकल करते रहोगे. बात सुनिए मेरी बात. Now listen to me.
Okay.
Now listen. The question is.
छियाने वाली टिकट है ये.
So the question is that I have the entire evidence and I'm willing on television tonight. Brigadier Saad Muhammad and General Khalid Naeem.
Common sense on your evidence.
Listen, Fawad, please speak when you are spoken to. I'll give you a minute and then you come back to the debate, please. Now this,
we are planning this 7
you are communicating among yourself, for God's sake. This is GHQ to GHQ, officer to officer, section to section. This is internal communication, for God's sake. Are you mad? This is internal communication of the Pakistani army. This is internal communication of the Pakistani army, sir. You want to see the letter?
Letter. For God's sake, yeah.
It is in English. I don't think they understand.
Now the letter is this.
My only demand is apply common sense.
सब मदरसा के general हैं.
Achha, listen. The letter that I have in my possession, and my question is to Khalid Naeem and Saad Muhammad. Letter is dated July 2014, which says that the ISI paid operatives on the successful assault for the Haqqani network for the Kabul International Airport attack a sum of Pakistani rupees 2.5 million, which has been asked to be paid to handlers which are named in the letter of our possession. A shahadat or martyrdom compensation is also announced for one deceased terrorist, which is a sum separately of 1.5 million. Now I can also show you the signature.
Sorry, sir.
Can I just point this out, viewers? Don't disturb me. I'm showing them something. I'm showing the viewers something. Please.
Suggesting that Arnab Goswami has asked someone to go.
Yeah, fine. Keep taking my name. It doesn't matter. Keep taking my name. It doesn't matter. My question is, sir. My question is, sir. My question is simple. I have a signature of a person called Fayaz Rasool.
I also have a letter.
Relax. I'm asking a question. Is there a person? My specific question is. Is there a person by the name of Fayaz Rasool in Rawalpindi in the Director General Military Intelligence Ministry of Defence or not? If there is such a person, my point is simple. If there is such a person, 1 minute, sir. If there is such a person, then I am right and you are wrong. Yes?
What about the role of RAW in Afghanistan, in Balochistan.
That's
in
no
Karachi,
answer. Right now I have a document. Can you show me a document about the role of the law? Can you show me a document about the role of the law?
Absolutely.
Can you show me a document about the role of the law? Can you, Major Khalid Naeem, show me a document about the role of the law? My question is to Khalid Naeem. My question is to Brigadier Saad Muhammad and Khalid Naeem and me, please, on the screen. One second. I have with me, name one raw official. Name one raw official.
When has Afghanistan become so dear to you that you are fighting for their cause?
General Khalid Naeem and Saad Muhammad, you're not understanding the point. You're not understanding the point, or you're not trying to understand. The point is simply this. Can I speak to you, please? Can I speak to you directly? Listen to me. Listen to me, General Khalid Naeem. Listen.
My question is it you are in self-denial? Is it an effort? Is it an effort to divert the attention of
That's the only thing they can do. They can't fight.
Army.
He's a general. He surrendered.
Security forces did in Kashmir. There have been more than 40 deaths in the last few days. Now, why go away from that fact? Why not talk about that?
Listen.
I came here under the impression.
Let's talk about that.
Khalid Naeem,
you're occupying Azad Kashmir.
Khalid Naeem, General Khalid Naeem, listen, if you're going to go on non-stop, it's pointless talking to you. You listen to me, General Khalid Naeem. General Khalid Naeem, listen. General Khalid, do you have an answer for me? जवाब है? अरे जवाब नहीं है तो बोल दीजिए, भारत के सारे लोग देख रहे हैं, बोलो हम पाकिस्तानी हैं, हमारे पास कोई जवाब नहीं होता. आप कह दीजिए, आप कह दीजिए.
जवाब क्या अकल भी नहीं होती.
Your immediate neighbor, is it your immediate neighbor? They are our immediate neighbor. We ought to be more concerned about what is happening in Afghanistan.
Why did you fund the Kabul terror attack? Why did you fund the Kabul terror attack? Let me ask that question to Brigadier.
Who says that?
Why did you fund? Who said? I have a letter. I have an original letter of the ISI.
Unsubstantiated.
I have an original letter of the ISI.
Who in Pakistan doesn't know?
How do you claim
that the Pakistan military funds terrorism in Afghanistan?
So easy to fabricate.
A bunch of liars.
Letters and all that you have. And you are trying to, first of all, draw the attention of the world away from what's happening in Kashmir.
No, I'm drawing the attention of the world on what the ISI does.
Sorry for that.
RSN is countering.
And your own supreme.
RSN and Khalid Naeem. RSN.
Let me come to this.
RSN. I think no. Generally, you're not going to stop. RSN.
Arnab, let me come to the specificity of the case.
Why can't you talk about
Sir, 1 minute, sir, please. Can I have the barrister and Khalid? Can I have the barrister and RSN? Please, yeah, go on.
These documents mention Mr. Nabil, who was the head of the National Directorate of Security, the intelligence branch of Afghanistan. Now you will take, don't interrupt me, I'm giving out the facts. When the NDS entered into a secret pact with the ISI to collaborate, Nabil resigned. He said, you are doing deal with the snakes. And this was after Mr. Ghani had walked up to your GHQ and he gave a lot of proof about the support of Pak ISI to Afghan Taliban to his president, yet the president persisted. Then what happens? Then Mullah Mansoor is droned by the Americans. You cry sovereignty, and then you had to lump it. And then General Rahil Sharif, he called the ambassador, US ambassador, and said that now that you have droned Mullah Mansoor, why don't you also drone Mullah
Fawad is responsible.
So the document says that you know how you distinguish.
This is a movie script we are listening.
Listen here. Listen. Do you read your own newspapers? Read today's Dawn. The Dawn says that yesterday, on Tuesday, there was a discussion in the US Congress, a very lengthy discussion. The
Dawn never said
Pakistan.
It's a discussion. It's a discussion.
And you know what they said?
It's the
They have
discussion.
said that it is high
It's the
time
discussion
we
in US
declare
Congress,
Pakistan
and
as a
I asked you
terrorist
to
state.
come and listen to the discussion
Mr.
in
Max
Pakistani
Solomon,
Parliament.
he said
What's
that the
that?
Pakistanis have been making a chump out of us. The former American
So why don't you
ambassador
come
to
and listen to-
Afghanistan, he
and listen to
said
the debate in
that
Pakistani
Pakistan
Parliament?
is a mafia country and
What's
we
the
are
problem?
dealing with a mafia.
The Dawn never said
Please
that.
read your own Dawn
They
newspaper.
were just reporting what's going on there.
Barrister Zahid Saeed.
Can't get
Oh,
worse than
oh,
this.
bhai.
You pay money to
It's
kill
a
your
debate
own
in
Shias. We all knew this.
in American
We all
Congress
knew
that they have
this.
reported.
That
It's not the
basically
Dawn that has said
Al-Qaeda
that.
and Afghan Taliban that you
What
are
Dawn has to do
supporting,
with that?
they are anti-Shias and they are the ones who are killing under different banners. So I mean, what sort of a state you are? You kill your own Ahmadiyyas.
So why can't we talk about the rights of the people of Kashmir here?
Now,
Can you please explain?
now what I have said is absolutely.
Okay, I just want a discussion. I want a discussion on the documents.
Why
please.
you are more concerned about something?
Listen, Fawad, listen, Fawad, I want to have a discussion on the documents.
कांग्रेस में हुआ है वो पंडित जी उसको
Not what is going on.
Barrister Zahid, let me say this now. And Sushant Sareen can come in on this part of the debate with you so everyone participates in the debate. I'm sorry, you can say what the hell you want. But understand this, Barrister Zahid Saeed.
Just one objection.
You must after today's expose, Barrister, after today's expose, you should be thrown out of the United Nations because I have shown irrefutable evidence of Pakistan's ISI sponsoring terrorist activities in a particular country. It is time to internationally isolate, corner and shun you. You have to be shunned. Look at Chapter 2 of the United Nations. Pakistan is violating Chapter 1, Article 1 of the UN Charter since funding terrorist activities goes against the member nations' pledge of maintaining international peace and sovereignty. Security, you have to be thrown out of the United Nations after today. Sir, you have to be thrown out of the UN after today. Yeah. You prove these documents are incorrect. You prove it to me these documents are incorrect, Barrister.
All right.
Prove it to me. I am showing you another document now. I am showing you another document now.
Go to the United Nations.
I am showing you another document now.
Move that we should be thrown out. We will expose you.
Sir, you are violating. Sir, do you know Chapter 1, Article 14 of the UN Charter? Do you know, sir? Sir, you are a barrister. Tell me.
You even attacked the Sri Lankan team in Lahore.
You are you've really lost
cricket team was
Sushant Sareen, you really lost it.
Your Samjhota.
Maroof is responding to you. One second.
You can't do.
You are practicing state terrorism.
I'll tell you the reason why. Fawad Choudhry's former boss Musharraf admitted in an interview to The Guardian that the Pakistanis were propping up proxies in terms of the Taliban to harm Afghanistan, to keep their control in Afghanistan. This is Musharraf's interview in The Guardian. I'm not making it up.
Please remember,
Mr. Nabil, and I just correct a fact. Will you please keep quiet, Barrister? You are talking incoherently and you are talking nonsense. And you are talking utter conspiracy theories which nobody in the world buys. And let me give you a fact. Mr. Rahmatullah Nabil resisted the MOU between the NDS and the ISI, which President Ghani had signed. And later on, when President Ghani went for the Heart of Asia conference to Islamabad, you have to read Rahmatullah Nabil's Facebook post, after which he resigned from NDS. And he obviously knew what was happening. But the important part is that if the Afghans had their hands on these documents, then it is inconceivable that the Americans didn't know what was happening. And one of the reasons perhaps why the Americans have been ratcheting up the pressure, haven't bought into this nonsense about quadrilateral and all that, is because of these kind of documents which have been available to them. The Americans also have known for the last 10 years the kind of double games the Pakistanis have been playing, and there are innumerable books, including a very classical book by Carlotta Gall on this entire issue, by Christina Lamb and a host of other people who have given the facts. We have the war logs which were released and which named a whole lot of Pakistani field officers who were backing the Taliban. There is a a state of evidence of the kind of games the Pakistanis have been playing. And the problem here is that while we are asking the rest of the world to do something about it, what are we planning to do? Will we now go in for SARC conference where all sorts of
absolutely
nice
not,
things are
General
going to be
Khalid
said in Islamabad, or are we going to shun the Pakistanis even in SARC? Because I think we need to promote the South Asian sub-regional cooperation rather than this basket case Pakistan and talking to them. It is pointless, it is the most useless thing we can do, and we are wasting time by talking on this line. So I think we also need to, we can't have Mombatti and Mushaira and then talk and ask the rest of the world to take action against the Pakistanis.
And today I insist.
So my question is, what do we propose to do about it?
No, I'll tell you what we are supposed to do about it. I'll tell you what we are supposed to do about it. I say what we are supposed to do is this. Barrister suniye meri baat. Suniye.
Arnab, let me give you another fact. The brother of the Haqqani network chief was killed in Islamabad.
The documents are here.
What the hell was he doing in Islamabad? He was living in Islamabad comfortably. A whole lot of these fellows have been killed in Pakistan, including Mullah Mansoor. What was Sirajuddin Haqqani's brother doing in Nasiruddin Haqqani, who was killed in the outskirts of Islamabad, where he was living comfortably for many years, and he was the financier, he was the deal maker for the Haqqani network. What was he doing in Islamabad? The Pakistanis didn't know that he was in Islamabad. They didn't know Osama bin Laden was in Islamabad. They didn't know Mullah Mansoor was in Islamabad. They don't know the Haqqani network was in Islamabad. And then the fact that this Darbe Bakwas which they've been carrying on for the last 2 years, there have been reams and reams of paper which has been written of how the Pakistani state made sure that the Haqqani network and all were given safe havens when they attacked these places in North Waziristan.
Opening up the debate, General Khalid Naeem,
soldiers dying.
Fawad Choudhry, let's get everyone on this debate.
Selling to rest of the
one
world.
second. Can I come in for a minute? Someone asked. देखिए फवाद इधर हिंदुस्तान में हम कहते हैं, इसको हम हिंदुस्तान में कहते हैं. सुनिए फवाद. अच्छा,
barrister, I don't know who made you a barrister.
Shanti.
I think the British standards must be really low for a guy like you to become barrister. You don't talk facts. You don't talk anything of what is reality. You are living in a dream world of your own. I don't know how you manage it. I don't know what kind of a law practice you must be having.
If you are done with your
Maroof bhai, that's what a Pakistani barrister is.
We want to tell. And I don't like your face.
ये village council के barrister है.
You don't like facts. It's not my facts. Facts are facts.
Today viewers, our Pakistani guests are very hassled. Look at Fawad Choudhry. He's not stopping talking tonight because he knows that the moment he speaks, I will say something to silence him for the rest of the program. One second.
Fawad Choudhry has been very personal on Tarek Fatah, but he himself is a lota. He keeps switching from one party to another, from one boss to another. That's his political track record.
No personal attacks.
So what to talk about him? But he is passing personal remarks on other people. So I think he should be open to taking personal remarks on himself.
Sushant Sareen and Fawad.
You have read something about me and you have made your observation. Yeah, I'm happy that at least I have forced you to read something about myself.
So you want working with Musharraf?
I advise you on every program.
You want Musharraf spot boy?
One is that
holding a brief for Musharraf all the time. He fell from grace, you changed your tack, you joined Yousuf Raza Gillani, then you changed tack again, and I don't know which party are you in nowadays. Which party are you in nowadays?
The Swiss bank account.
Nobody knows which party you are in nowadays.
General Musharraf and General Kayani's Swiss bank account.
That's your track record.
Okay, Sushant Sareen and Fawad, listen now please.
Milke Luto Pakistan.
Just take a break. Okay, 1 second. Now I have with me.
I have to give a piece of evidence.
Tarek Fatah, 1 minute, please. Tarek Fatah, 1 minute. The very serious issue, and I just want 1 minute to just tell our viewers what we are talking about, and we are going back to the debate after that.
Issue is very
we are going back to that. I have with me viewers in my possession a March 2015 letter on the letterhead of the Military Intelligence Peshawar, which establishes the ISI link within the Haqqani terrorist network network where there are instructions given to transfer the secure move and transfer of Haqqani network operatives via army convoy. It proves a direct intermediary between the Pakistani army and the terrorist groups. They work directly with them. I have with me in my possession a letter of 16th of March 2015 on the letterhead of the ISI headquarters in Islamabad, which confirms that the ISI was using the army convoy to shift all concerned Haqqani terrorists. I have with me in my possession a letter dated July 2014, which confirms the ISI payment to operatives of the Kabul terror attack, a sum of 2.5 million and 1.5 million separately for the terrorists who carried out shahadat. These are letters with me. And Fawad Choudhry, instead of going non-stop, I would like to tell you one thing. हिंदुस्तान में इसको कहते हैं दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी हो जाए, और मैं इसलिए आपको कह रहा हूं कि इस पे डीएनए टेस्टिंग कीजिए. You take these letters and let's prove the authenticity.
इनके दूध में इतना पानी है.
नहीं, Tariq Fatah 1 minute. What I'm saying is tonight, let there be testing of these letters. And Maroof, if these letters are proven to be correct,
Tarek Fatah Saab had known nothing about Kashmir.
If these letters that I am showing, Maroof,
he was just a
Maroof, is it not fair to say?
And after
मिर्चें क्यों लगती हैं भाई? क्यों चिल्लाते हो?
Maroof, listen. If these letters are proven to be correct, today they are all shaken. Look at him. He's drinking water for the 5th time on the program. Today they are nervous because if these letters are proven to be correct, because if these letters are proven to be correct, Maroof,
अभी पानी बंद होगा पाकिस्तान का तब पता चलेगा.
नहीं, one sec, Tariq Fatah 1 minute, barrister रुकिए. Pakistan is violating.
You are friend with Yazid.
Viewers, the implication is this: that Pakistan would be found to be violating Chapter 1, Article 1(4) of the UN Charter, since its activities go against harmonizing nations, actions of nations meant to achieve common ends. Hence, for violating Chapter 1, Article 1 and Chapter 1, Article 1(4) of the UN Charter, you will have to be thrown out of the United Nations and become a pariah state.
What you are doing?
That's the only option, Maroof.
To divert the
Maroof, in fact,
Pakistan,
English तो ठीक बोलो.
Here are the letters. I'll fax them. I'll fax them. These are your letters. भाई आपके पाकिस्तानी दोस्त लोग ये सब चिट्ठियाँ लिखते हैं.
फवाद चौधरी वो तो चुप ही नहीं हो रहे हैं.
And a person like Maroof
फवाद साहब सुन लीजिए, the reality. You have been जम्मू कश्मीर जीते पैदा हुए थे बोलते हुए, मर जाओगे बोलते हुए, कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Let me tell you, the reality is that. And let me also tell you that you have been thrown out.
Maroof bhai, they have rented it out to China.
Pleaded to be brought back. Now you will be thrown out of the UN under Article and UN resolutions 1267 and 1373.
That's right,
you have done everything to destroy the faith of the world in you as a half state. I don't call you as a state, I call you a half state, because you don't have the various pillars that make the edifice of a decent country that make up the UN, basically. Now the second thing is, you have to understand that what has turned now against you, which was not happening in the past, that the Americans have begun to lose patience with you, as brought out by Colonel RSN Singh. The Americans have funded you to the extent of $30 billion. You had friends and patrons in Washington who were enjoying supporting you in the hope that you will turn the corner and become a moderate Islamic state. But you have gone from low to deep low, and you have no hope in hell of coming around and becoming a country that one can do business with. So clarity, please get a reality test about yourself. आप कश्मीर का नारा लगाते रहेंगे, वो तो आपका तकिया कलाम है. And I couldn't give a damn about your Kashmir rantings. But let me tell you that you have now become something of a liability to the international community.
In fact,
and something that I may remind you to the words of Richard Armitage, who said, if you don't behave, the Americans will bomb you to stone age.
Richard Armitage
so
is your hero,
brandish your weapons, don't talk. When you have the Americans turning
अभी तो चाचा ट्रम्प आएंगे.
Your last saving grace, even the Chinese will abandon you.
Look at the
Saudis have abandoned you.
Richard
the Americans have abandoned you. And it's a matter of time that your eternal all-weather friend, the Chinese, will also abandon you. You have to do some soul searching, Fawad Saab. You have to do some
पानी पीजिए.
हमारे को कश्मीर पे लेक्चर मत कीजिए. आप अपना 1974 का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन देखिए।
In fact, I was looking at the. In fact, Fawad, 1 minute. Fawad, 1 minute. Fawad, I said today at the start of the program, talk but occasionally listen. And I was Maroof, hold on.
Why did Musharraf?
Maroof, hold on 1 minute. Maroof,
Why did Musharraf kill Nawab Mufti and say I've sorted the Baluch problem?
I'm asking.
Any people have the temerity to lecture us on human rights?
I'm asking Barrister
Get your act together, damn it.
I'm asking Barrister Zahid Saeed to explain.
को कोई टीका वीका लगाए मार ना जाए यहीं पे बैठे।
Yes, no.
The point is, ask your former ambassador to the United States, Mr. Hussein Haqqani.
A lot about Fawad.
He has exposed you.
Yeah.
He has written about what the machinations of the Pakistan military is.
No, Tarek.
Read his book, The Mullah Military Mafia.
Tarek Fatah. Tarek Fatah, 1 second. My next question is to Barrister Zahid Saeed. And you take a break, Fawad, for a minute. Barrister Zahid Saeed. May I bring your attention to this very important subject, please, here today. On a very serious note, you can go on about it. You can say that, Arnab, everything that you're putting out on television is a lie. It's a fake document. These signatures are not ours. Colonel Ghulam Abbas does not work with CTC headquarters ops. There is nobody called Lieutenant Colonel Ahmad Sher, who is 2IC of the CTC Secretariat in Nowshera. And this letter was not written. This letter was not written. This letter was not written on the 16th of March 2015. I have in fact, my research team has gone through the documents and we've got para, chapter, verse, and we've gone through each of them and we put the facts together. And look here what it says. It says, viewers, just look at this. Up-to-date state of Haqqani network personnel. Now, this kind of letter by Lieutenant Colonel Ahmad Sher, you prove to me there is no person called Lieutenant Colonel Ahmad Sher, right? And I will tell you that I was wrong.
You prove to me. They will deny their own parents if they have to make a point.
No, now the second letter is this. The second letter is written to Major Usman Mansoor. Suniye na, sab expose ho gaya. आप सुनिए प्लीज मेरी बात सुनिए जरा प्लीज जरा रिलैक्स कीजिए, लंबी सांस लीजिए, मेरी बात सुनिए। भारत में, हिंदुस्तान में सारे लोग आपको इस वक्त देख रहे हैं, उनको ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि आप इतने नर्वस हो के आपकी बौखला गए, कुछ बोल नहीं पा रहे। आप सुनिए मेरी बात। ये देखिए, इन्होंने लिखा है मेजर उस्मान मंसूर, मिस्टर मिसवान मंसूर, F Ops 3945 and it is written by Major Shahab Wasi, OC2 945. It is written by priority. Date is 6th April 2015. Now, पूछते रहेंगे चिट्ठियाँ कहाँ से मिली? That is none of your business. It is put out. It's on Afghan TV network. We've got it from our contacts. It's a public document. Now, the fact is this. On a very serious note, we should take this for an authenticity test. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying there are documents raise very serious questions. I believe I'm right. But if you are not scared of anything, then, Barrister, you should take this for an authenticity test. Put this before a global commission and say that if these letters are true, then we are the most messed up country in the world. If these letters are true, then we don't deserve to be part.
We don't need a letter to prove that.
If these letters are true, we don't deserve to be part of a civilized group of nations. If these letters are true, then nobody has to bomb us to the Stone Age because we are worse than that. If these letters are true, we have lost our sense of morals. We are not a country anymore. We are just a group of mercenaries who call ourselves a nation called Pakistan. And if these letters are true, I was going through the facts, and you'll be very interested to know, Barrister, that if these letters are true, you will have to be expelled from the Commonwealth as well, since these revelations prove you have violated point 4 of the Harare Declarations, in which member states are expected to uphold the fundamental principles and the fact that international peace and order is essential to the security of mankind. Not only that, you will be happy to know, Fawad Choudhry, that your country in fact should be included in the United States list of countries that have been involved in state-sponsored terrorism and therefore should be slapped with economic restrictions, including US foreign assistance. And the moment US foreign assistance goes away, आपको खाने को कुछ नहीं होगा. You'll be completely down.
No one takes you seriously. Otherwise, look at your words. I mean, you have no sense of choosing words, proper words. How can you use words about Pakistan like that?
Report has also said
you must have some
that the ISI has been busy sponsoring terror.
What have I said about Pakistan
and India? This is a British MI report which
I'm saying if these letters are true, are these letters true? No, Fawad, are these letters true?
and China.
Fawad, are these letters true? Fawad, are these letters true?
It will be a matter of time. You'll be thrown out of the UN.
You are basically trying to create an evidence out of nothing.
Fawad, this is irrefutable evidence of Pakistan ISI sponsoring terrorist activities, and therefore I'm saying we have the moral. See, we don't want to do it. Fawad, the world will ask us. Fawad, the world will ask us. Fawad, this is very serious.
You have no shame for that?
Fawad,
for Pakistan, the world is just Saudi Arabia, and the money is just for Pakistan. It's just China. These are people like the beggars on the corner of the street.
Did you do that?
You became champions of Islam, and today your neighbor Iran is against you. And after today's expose, I was only suspecting Al Qaeda and Afghan Taliban to be against Shias.
Don't worry about that.
But today,
Pakistan
what has been done is that it has been exposed that the ISI has been using American money to target Shias as a community.
When you were deploying the line
so the Iranians are against you, the Afghans are against you, Bangladesh is against you, and in this series of explosions that have taken place during Ramzan from Istanbul to Baghdad to Kashmir to Dhaka, everywhere
you should only be caring about the people of Kashmir. What you should be doing, what you should be doing here today, you should have been conducting programs on what is going on in Kashmir, and should have been slamming Indian
Pakistan is a curse of Islam, and you don't deserve to exist as a
General Khalid Naeem. General Khalid Naeem is responding as well, please. General Khalid Naeem. General Khalid Naeem, listen. General Khalid Naeem, I don't think there is any need for us to get very worked up about it. All I'm saying is, take these letters through.
He is being given hell in Balochistan.
No. Yes, General, what are you saying? Let the General speak. Let the General speak. No, let him speak. What are you saying, General Khalid Naeem? I take you full frame. What are you saying?
When you accuse Americans of droning
only General Khalid Naeem, I can't hear him.
And you say that Mullah Fazlullah should be droned?
Have we levied any allegations against India or what India is doing in Assam and in Kashmir?
Groups against democracy?
Listen, 1 minute.
This is unfortunate.
Sushant Sareen.
This is unfortunate.
No, General Khalid Naeem, understand one thing.
So
we are not. 1 second. RSN, can I say something to General Khalid Naeem?
Sunnis versus Shias, Sunnis versus Ahmadis.
RSN, listen.
One type of Taliban versus another type of Taliban.
May I just say,
RSN, may I just watch people like this Fawad Hussain carry on Pakistan television,
Sushant Sareen,
Pakistan in general, and you know he's out there as an expert, and there are these very soft questions put to the Pakistani general. So I think you've done grave injustice to the general by calling him on your program. I don't think they're kind of used to this kind of a free-flowing kind of a debate, because they are used to a very set kind of a debate where they're given proper talking points from the GHQ, and they go and parrot it out on people like Fawad Choudhry's programs on Pakistani television. So for the general out here to keep parroting Kashmir, ask him what is happening. Ask the general what is happening in Assam.
And I'm quite used to this kind of a fish market.
Ask him what is happening in Assam.
This is not the first time I have come to attend this program, but it may be the last one.
Yeah, of course you have, because you are used to a very, what is called a fixed match, which is what happens on Pakistani television.
General, 1 second, General Khalid Naeem.
And there are these obscene people listening to and the nonsense which you spout out there. So what is happening in Assam? Just ask him what is happening in Assam. He doesn't know what is happening in Assam.
The other side, I want to ask something to.
He doesn't know what is happening in Assam.
Sushant, 1 minute.
Or does not do.
General.
Ask him what is happening in Assam.
Sushant, 1 minute.
So he is reading from a script and he's just keeping parroting it all.
Sushant.
Ask him what is happening in Assam.
Sushant, 1 minute. Just one minute. I want to ask you, General. Please remember this, General. And General Khalid Naeem, with all seriousness, I'm asking you this question. Remember, we have suffered because of your terrorism. Okay? And don't tell us we have suffered only in India. We have suffered in Afghanistan also, because I want to take your memory back. the 2008 attack on the Indian embassy. Sir, let me complete. General, listen to me. General, listen to me, and then you reply. General, listen to me, and then you reply.
Creditable proofs.
Yeah, I'll tell
you. Of Bombay attacks or even Pathankot attacks.
Yeah, I've given we've given you all the proofs.
So what is credible proof for him?
Cooperating.
Ask him what is credible proof. He doesn't know what is credible proof. He will just keep parroting it because that's the lie. That's the denial.
Credible proof.
So what is the credible proof? Please tell us.
Proof. Pakistan is involved.
Oh, okay, General. Okay, fine. A documentary evidence is not credible proof. Attack is not credible proof. Pakistani arms and ammunition is not credible proof. Pakistani reports are not credible proof. What is credible proof?
To Pakistan.
Sir, dekhiye, Khalid Naeem. Sushant, can I come in? Sushant, may I come in?
I have a question, sir. I have a question. Where did you get all these documents from?
Yes, I'll tell you. You want to know? You want
These
to know?
are being released by the Afghan National Security.
Sushant, let me answer the question, yaar. He's asking the question. Let me answer it. Let me answer the question. Let me answer the question. And Khalid Naeem, listen to me. Rahmatullah Nabil, former chief of the Afghan spy agency, the National Directorate of Security, has uncovered the documents, and as of this minute, globally these documents are going viral. From Twitter handle to Twitter handle, all you need to do, I request you, is to go on Twitter or Facebook or some social medium. You will find all the documents, and I request you, General, please remember one thing, because your country is in a very critical situation today. We are going to take this to an international platform, and 1 minute, and listen to me. So I explain to you the seriousness of what is going on.
Very peaceful.
Now listen.
They don't wish to be involved in these matters.
Yeah, listen.
These are dirty tricks.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Very peaceful.
And when you put them on.
Yeah, so that is why the Iranians are cut up with you, the Afghans are cut up with you, the Indians are cut up with you.
Doesn't mean
every
anything.
Pakistan who goes anywhere in the West.
Okay, General, I have a question.
Is actually a very bad advertisement for Pakistan to anybody.
A question for you.
Pakistanis in the West claim they are Indians so that they are not targeted as terrorists. That is your reputation, and you are very peaceful.
I say this, let's take this matter to international arbitration. And my serious question is that you say on the program tonight, Barrister, listen to me, don't jump when you hear the word arbitration. Arbitration, this is not the kind of ISI arbitration I'm talking about. The civilized nations arbitration. Barrister, listen to me. If you say today that if these papers are taken to an international arbitrator, and if it is proven these letters are true, and to get the letters to be true, you know what we'll have to do? We will have to find out if these people are there. We'll have to contact these ISI people. We'll have to call them over to a third nation. We'll have to tell them to sign. We'll have to compare their handwriting.
Yes.
Then we have to find the facts.
Yes.
Then we have to match the logs. And if these papers are proven to be true, would you agree, Barrister Zahid Saeed, that you should then be thrown out of every international platform? Just say this, that if these letters are true, you should be thrown out of every international platform, UN, Commonwealth, everywhere, because you don't deserve to be there. Yes, Barrister, what do you say?
You say these things.
What do you say?
Pakistan has fought 3 wars against India.
It's a funny thing to say that.
No, you say that.
Whenever you say
What's funny?
I'm very seriously
India
asking
should
a
have been
question.
thrown out.
You come up with the funniest thing.
I'm saying, viewers, do you think this
That is the problem with helpless lawyers.
No, Maroof.
Let me tell you what
You
is
should
credible
be thrown
evidence.
out. You have violated
Arnab.
the
Let me tell you the credible evidence.
Arnab.
The credible evidence
Arnab,
is
let me read
that we have
out
arrested
what
people.
Arnab-
India is your mother. What do you mean thrown out?
You are Indians. They are with
tell you
us.
the problem. अपने माँ बाप को भूल गए हो.
Pakistan for civilized activity by law.
I only said.
You don't know when you're doing something.
I only said.
They use undiplomatic terms. We have
Whenever you say that it's a very serious thing, and you come up with the funniest thing.
By shouting and
We have
doing
been
all
made
this.
stupid. We have been, it seems like we are paying the mafia. This is the exact quote I am giving that was made there before yesterday.
Yes, Pakistan.
No, Tarek Fatah, tell me. Tarek Fatah, you tell me. One sec. Tarek Fatah and Fawad Choudhry on the debate, please. Tarek Fatah, Barrister Zahid Saeed, Fawad Choudhry on the debate, and I want to ask one question. Tarek Fatah, tell me. I thought I said something very reasonable. I said if these papers are proven to be fake,
Of course.
then say that action should be taken against the people who are saying that it is
ask
true.
Tarek Fatah where he was born, basically.
Now, stop it. Don't get personal now. My question is, if these letters are proven to be true, Fawad Choudhry, instead of being a coward on Indian television, then say so.
He will not let me
Say so that if these letters are proven to be true, I am only saying that if these letters are proven to be true, then you should be thrown out of the UN and the Commonwealth. That's all.
These are the letters that you have written.
It's not just that, Arnab.
Tarek Fatah, Tarek and Barrister. Yeah.
The former Pakistani ambassador to the United States, Mr. Hussain Haqqani, himself, a representative of the government of Pakistan, has exposed the fraud being committed by the Pakistan military. This is nothing less than the top diplomat of Pakistan exposing his own machinations of what is going on in that country. His book, Mullah Military Alliance, it should be read. His notion of a depiction of what is Pakistan today should be read. This has not come from some Afghan place or an Indian agency. These are Pakistanis. I was born in Pakistan. I have seen the ruthlessness of the Pakistan army. They're killing thousands of people in Balochistan every day. And they have the audacity to lecture India about human rights. They should be ashamed of themselves. They should be expelled. Even if these letters didn't exist. You were born in
some mohalla of Rawalpindi. That is the only credit you have.
Rawalpindi, that's only where Pakistani soldiers who are incompetent of fighting are born. I have nothing to do with that damn city.
Okay, sir. I have heard enough lecture of yours and of Arnab and others. The problem is that you guys are relying on some letters. I don't know who produced that or whatever.
These are going viral now globally as we speak. And I would request all Indians to go make these letters
viral. If there was $1 million paid underneath that letter,
let's make these letters go viral. Let's build the pressure on the Pakistanis.
We have a credible evidence. We have a very credible evidence. We have arrested Kulbhushan Singh from Balochistan who admitted that he's a raw officer. And he's on a sabotage activity. We have arrested
the world is buying. Everybody is asking you questions about it.
They will not fight a war.
Okay, now today, if you had a little sharam,
which has been using suicide bombers, so you are beholden to all these sheikhs of Taliban. You are beholden to Lashkar-e-Toiba. You are beholden to Mullah Masood Azhar to produce jihadis for you on a daily basis because you are incapable of fathering suicide bombers. तो जनरल साहब ये सुसाइड बॉम्बर्स को लेके आप इस्लाम को कहां तक ले गए हैं और ये कब तक ये सिलसिला आपका चलता रहेगा? You send your children to the best of schools, army public school, to America, and you use these fellows to produce suicide bombers, which you are incapable of producing.
And viewers, as I close
you want to rule over people. They are the ones who are fighting that proxy war for you.
Maroof,
you have no more authority of this country.
Maroof,
and who says Pakistan army is the most coward army on the surface of this earth, which has been using suicide bombers and killing their own children.
One second. Can I say this at the end? Viewers, these documents that I have are going viral all across globally. Maroof, I'm just coming to you. I'm closing with you, Maroof. These documents are going global. These documents are easily accessible, and they have been proven. There are only three things, Maroof, that come to my mind. One, Pakistan has no locus standi to speak against India or anyone else. It deserves to be an international pariah. Pakistan should be banned as a member state of the United Nations, should receive international sanctions. And if perennial instability in other countries is Pakistan's sole agenda, it should be de-recognized and thrown out of the international
community. And India should impose sanctions.
It should, and we should impose sanctions as well. Maroof, closing.
Arnab, I just want to, for the benefit of the Pakistani guests, I just want to remind them that Pakistan army, coward or no coward, that's a separate issue. I will not point fingers at you, but I will certainly say that you have always used unethical means in conflict. 47, 48, 65, during Kargil, Bangladesh, and lead your own Hamidur Rahman Commission report. It will remind you of how low your soldiers and your men have steered.
They've committed war crimes.
Second point.
Maroof bhai, they've committed war crimes.
War crimes apart, second point is that Pakistan army cannot shed its obsession of
You have
using
trampled
proxies
upon
because they
human
are
rights.
helping you achieve the agenda.
What about
Because you and your
those?
generals have become so fat on privileges that you have forgotten how to fight like true soldiers. And finally, my appeal to the Indian government that you go whole
They're not soldiers.
information and don't
Absolutely.
be shy of internationalizing.
Absolutely.
Pakistan's
Launch a
role on
diplomatic
terror.
offensive on
Get
Pakistan.
the world to brandish
Launch a
Pakistan
global diplomatic
and name
offensive
them
on
for what they
Pakistan.
are worth. Remember,
I agree with
sir, the Americans never give you a free lunch. They gave you $30 billion to fight terrorists.
Use
when
these
you pay
documents.
terrorists out of it, they'll juice that money back from
Use
you.
these documents
Be
and
prepared.
go after
Be prepared
Pakistan.
now to pay back.
I agree completely with Maroof. I thank you
It
all
will
for
not
joining me on
pass
debate number
muster
one.
with the
It's time for the
masses
government of India to
or
take this
with other
forward on the
countries of
Newshour
the world.
tonight. Thank you. Thank you.